Now it's the actual benefits of the Artholift. What it essentially acts as is a good morning with good leverages. So you're able to get down into a much lower position with the bar in the small of your back than you would be on your shoulders. There's the lever arm is very short, so you can put quite a bit of weight on your back in that horizontal position, get a good stretch in your hamstrings, glutes, etc., with very little shearing force on your back. And then as you hop it up your back, in addition to having a little bit of a dynamic effect there, which is nice and very unique, nothing else does that. As your back angle gets higher, the bar gets further out on the lever arm, applying more force. So it's really like graduated resistance. You only get the full force, at the top of the movement when you're already mostly erect, and at the bottom when you're most vulnerable. In that full stretch, you have a very short lever arm, so it's not really applying that much force. So it's a very unique, good morning variant that is extremely good for the hamstrings, low back, glutes. And I think that's a very valuable addition to your training. Like I say, my back always feels better after doing them. Additionally, of course, it's a great way to get the bar up when it's not convenient to have a squat rack. If let's say you want to get to an area where you can do some weighted carries or something like that, maybe some overhead walks, a lot of good strongman techniques, and you don't necessarily have a squat rack in an area where it's convenient for you to take a long walk with a bar, well, you got to get it up somehow. Obviously, you could use a Steinbern lift, but I think this one actually has even more muscular development potential. So let's get into how to do it. Set my camera up and try to demonstrate. Okay. Now for Artholifts, I usually recommend using a belt. It's not necessarily to protect your spine. Your spine's going to be fine. These are not at all hard on your spine. It's actually just to protect your back from bruising. The low back section doesn't have a whole lot of muscle on it, and bone can contact bar, which is not a pleasant experience. This gives you a target to drop the bar on, and it just makes it a more pleasant experience overall. So, we're going to start the Artholift out with a somewhat wide grip. I'd say maybe a little bit wider than bench press grip, maybe not quite snatch grip, obviously behind the legs. If you're going very heavy, you probably want to use a hook grip. If not, you don't need to. You're going to pull up just as in a hack lift, but at the top, you want to accelerate. And you're going to be trying to jump the bar up over your glutes to land somewhere on your back. So ideally, I'm going to land right where my belt is at. Okay, now I'm in a very stable position. I can pretty much rest, relax. I can even take my hands off right now. My back is keeping the bar exactly where it needs to be. This would be a good time to transfer your hands over. Flip your hands up. Just cup your thumb and your pointer finger to just guide the bar. You're not going to be holding the bar, grabbing the bar, lifting the bar with your hands anymore at this point. If you're having to use your hands too much, then you're probably not doing it right. You can see I'm pretty much horizontal here. Good, stable position, no issues whatsoever. From here, I'm going to use a series of hops to hop the bar up. You can see as I get progressively higher, I have more muscle in my back to cushion the bar's impact, so it doesn't hurt at all. And again, my hands are not doing anything. I'm just hopping the bar up. Then as I get near the end, I'm going to get a little bit more erect with it until I can hop it all the way to the shoulders. Now for the full lift, of course, you're going to want to use a jerk of some sort or a push press. There's plenty better videos on how to do a behind the neck jerk. I'm not an expert at that, but some form of jerk to finish the lift. Or obviously, you could take a walk with a bar, you could do squats with a bar, you know, anything from that.